All right, welcome everyone. We're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we're here for
Call of the Night, Season 2, Episode 5. Wow!
Cabra.
That last episode was good.
It was so good.
We got backstory with Cabra. And
It was deep. It had some layers. It had some pain, some anguish, some love. And also just asking more questions of us, of Nazuna, that she's not going to be able to answer because Nazuna's got her own kind of issues with remembering things, or she's just lying or trying to be cagey or what have you. But she was a nurse.
She was a nurse.
Here, this hospital.
Yep.
And turned Cabra into a vampire.
Right, because turns out, if people are in the hospital a lot, they might not be doing too great. And oh, hey, if someone comes along and takes care of them, there might be a pretty strong emotional connection pretty quick. And oh, hey, a lot of those people might not have long to live, and then, oh, hey, you turn them into a vampire and it's kind of the perfect situation, right?
Pretty good. I mean, like, vampire nurse, I'm pretty sure is probably a roleplay kink, too.
I'm sure it is. But doesn't it suck when they, forget everything? Yeah.
Was that a vampire thing? That.
Yeah. Yes.
Except more like,
Exactly.
Yeah.
So what happens now? And how's Ko fit into all this?
Well, Ko and Nazuna can talk about this in post-op kind of deal.
Right.
This is
and maybe Cabra and Nazuna can talk about it too.
Oh, right. Well, they're going to. But I think it's not guaranteed that Ko and Nazuna are going to talk much about it because Nazuna's kind of cagey about these
just a little
things regarding her past. But yeah, y'all, without further ado, let's get into this.
Oh.
Now they own the night together.
Yep.
We know how to do this.
Drink them under the table.
Yep. Oh. Whoa.
Nice.
Of course. Wait, what if the vampire leader girl is the hospital director? Like,
that'd be great. She just wants
you'll figure it out.
Yeah.
Yep.
Wait, really?
Set aside. Yeah. Oh. Put it up in the way that she had it before.
Yeah, how it used to be.
Haru.
So what happened?
Oh, part 2. Not drinking. Taking care of yourself.
But you're a vampire. Is she gonna have a spit take?
What?
Yeah. Oh, of course. Yep.
He's in love. Yes. Oh my gosh.
I love it. Interesting. Okay.
What? Yeah, we need rule of threes. This guy's from the Grand Blue universe. He just stumbled in here.
Yep. That was so much to dump on her all at once.
So much to dump on us! Ugh. Pain without love. Pain.
So.
Oh, we're back here.
Oh, and then goodbye. All right.
私の子供の様子を時々見てやってほしいのです。人間と吸血鬼の子供、一体どういう成長をするのかわからないのです。血をちゃんと吸えるのか、人の食事をとるのか、これを知るには時間が足りませんでした。普通の人間でないことは確かです。
Jacob.
目覚めないのです。
What?
No, hold on. Let me
No.
wait. I have
okay,
a really
okay, okay.
fucked up theory.
Yeah, no, okay.
私たちの娘をお願い。
It would be wild.
嫌だ。殺そう。人間と吸血鬼の子供なんてもう死んでるかもしれないし。
Oh no. How much we want to bet that it's gonna have brown hair? A little baby girl.
I don't know. I'm just.
Oh. Gotcha.
Whoa.
The spitting image.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Gotcha.
名前は
Okay.
Nazuna. Wow.
And so she's only known this room.
Right, but she also
Yeah.
wasn't turned.
Uh-huh.
ナズナ。
Yeah.
Well,
ナズナ。あなたは七草春という吸血鬼と人間の間にできた子供。あなたの面倒を見てきた。
Hence why she's always been on the fringes of things.
mhm.
Yeah, yeah,
born
yeah.
a vampire, yeah. Oh my god.
Wow.
That
ナズナちゃんは恋をして
No.
吸血鬼になったわけじゃないんですか？
知ってるでしょ？理解が遅い。
This is awesome. Like, this is so cool.
okay.
ナズナちゃんは全て受け
Yeah.
入れすぎじゃない？
right.
しゃあないやん。信じるしかないし。
So she didn't have memories just because there was nothing before
吸
that?
血鬼が忘れるのは人間だった頃の記憶だ
Uh-huh.
よ。生まれた時から吸血鬼だった私が何も覚えてないのってなんでなんだ？今いくつ？
年ですか？14です。
3歳の自分を思い出せる？
Mm-hmm.
初めて発した言葉は？
Yeah,
物
no clue.
心ついた瞬間のこと。ナズナの精神はまだ赤ん坊と同じ。
Whoa.
言葉も知らなかったわ。子供を育てたことなんてないし、どうすればいいかわからなかった。食事を理解させるために吸血鬼用の血を与えたわ。ナズナはすでに今の姿だ。
Yeah,
吸血鬼と人の子だし、特に疑問も持た
because
なかった。
vampires don't age. Yeah.
Well, right, but why was she not, like, small?
Mm-hmm.
ここには来ないで。
でもまだ
ナズナの顔見てると。
Mm-hmm.
Oh, unimaginably painful memories.
So please
あなたと過ごした
Go away.
数年間、ずっと苦痛だったわ。
That's wild.
So
人間だったことがないなら弱点もないってことだもん。探偵さんに殺される心配はしなくていいってことだ。
How are you processing this, Nazuna?
yeah.
油を見てると変な気持ちになるんだ。
Yeah, you like being around her, probably.
ざわざわして落ち着かない。
She's kind of the closest thing to a mom that you've
カブ
ever
ラも
had.
そうだったんだな。
ナズナちゃん。
Stop making scratching noises!
Yeah, we don't need that.
患者さんたちの血を？
採血からちょっとずつ抜いてただけさ。バレやしないよ。カブラちゃんの血もあるから今度あげるよ。
And that's how they got it. Cool.
Yeah, that makes sense. And you hold on to it.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
純粋な記憶じゃないんだろうな。ねえ、ハルさん。
And Haru's probably still
Hey.
out there.
ちょっといいですか？ナズナちゃんを見てるとイライラするとか。
Uh-huh.
嘘じゃないわ。
だって
Mhm.
そんな風には見えない。
Hmm. Your lips are saying one thing,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
your eyes were saying another.
カブラさんがナズナちゃんを相手に話してるとき優しそう
Sure.
に見えたんですよ。間違ってますか？どんな人間と仲良くしてるのか心配してるようにも安心してるようにも見えました。母親みたいなのかな。
Listen, the situation is complicated. Can you not make it any more?
私、うまくできたかな。ハルさんの代わりになれたのかな。いいわ。そういう気持ちもあったかもしれないわね。
じゃあ
でもね、ヤモリ、君は私を理解できないわ。思い上がらないで。
Mhm.
知ったような口聞かないで。
Yeah.
不快だわ。ヤモリ君は初恋まだなんですってね。私はハルさんが初恋だった。もう覚えてないけれど、私はきっともうまともじゃない。ハルさんがどんなことを考えて私の血を吸ったのか、ハルさんになりたくて血を吸ってきた。君は私みたいにならないで。ナズナと仲良くね。
バカだな、コウ君は。カブラは嘘ついてないよ。イライラはありゃ本心だ。自分が惚れた相手が男と子供作ってその世話を頼まれて
Oh yeah.
殺されなかっただけマシだろうよ。ずっとカブラに髪を結んでもらってたんだ。
Oh.
どうして私を置いて。
Yeah.
That's
まずいわね。
たまに顔出してやるか。
Yeah.
もう来るなって言われたのに。
Maybe like once a month.
She didn't kill us, you know.
You know, not all the time.
Right.
But like
Every once in a while.
with some relative frequency.
Maybe let her know when we're coming.
七草ナズナは生まれついての吸血鬼である。彼女はまだ恋をしたことがない。
何人の
So it's
Oh.
literally her first time too.
Yep.
なんだこいつ。
Oh my
He's just
god.
thinking about all these
Yeah.
implications.
そんなに嬉しかったのか。
How'd you know?
自分以外の誰かに染まったことのない
Oh
気
my
Oh, get him! Get him!
てるわけでしょ。人格を作るのは過去なんだから。
Oh my gosh, yeah.
誰かに恋をしたことは過去あなあ、カブラもさ思いし
And they're
何
here.
普通に不
They're
法侵入
back
してるの。
again.
通報するわよ。
This is
Oh
this
my
is perfect. We have
God.
no idea how. Oh, that was last
Yeah, yeah,
night.
literally the next
まあ
day.
まあ、じゃないの。どうせ一人で寂しい。
Oh my
Gotta
god.
rank up that devil social link.
先に条件があるわ。
Oh my god, her derpy face. Yes.
話しても。で何？
I can accept this
な
now.
ぜ服着ないと話すことも許されないの？何の意味が？
Ugh.
私がカブラをなんとなく苦手
Oh my gosh.
時々私を見る目が
Yep. Yep.
Oh my god.
That's amazing.
もっと近くで話した方がいいわよ。どうせなら私の膝に座る。
Oh my
Oh my
god.
god.
Holy
ヤモリ
shit.
君は帰っていいわ。
You can go home.
吸血鬼は人間だった頃の
Oh
私物に
my
触れると
gosh.
弱体化する
Uh-huh.
それへの思い入れが強いほど効果が高い。
So Nazuna's your weakness?
あの部屋のものとか。
そうね。なんとなくそんな気はしてたわ。あの部屋に入ると頭痛くなるもの。
Oh, sure, just the room itself.
写真は現像したのが吸血鬼になった後だったし、でもやっぱり捨てなきゃダメね。
Mm-hmm.
おかげで決心できた。今さら過去と向き合わなきゃいけないとはね。
Or like facing it 2 nights in a row.
Uh-huh.
私ね、これでもモテるのよ。
わ
私の言うことなら何でも聞く眷属くらいちゃんといるわ。
探偵さんに気をつけてとか。
探偵。
吸血鬼は悪だと。人間を不幸にする存在だって。ウグイスあんこって言ってました。
ウグイス。まあ注意しておくわ。
Okay.
Hmm.
Okay. I was worried she was going to be like that
Oh,
name.
well, that's a problem. She's in the other room.
探偵さんのさ、吸血鬼を憎むようになったのだってきっと
No,
何かがあった
probably.
からだよね。
So we gotta find her weakness.
探偵さんもきっかけさえ違えば仲良くなれたのかな。
Sure, possibly.
殺したいほど憎いって何なんだろう。俺だったらなんだろう。
さあな。
Well, shit.
おや、なんもない。一足遅かったか。
Nice.
あと残りは。
Ooh.
All right.
Well.
She's working through her list.
Uh-huh.
I love that we have a regular human as our antagonist in a show about vampires, and they can instill so much fear.
Yeah.
We got a part two.
We understand her
Oh,
origins
man.
now.
Yeah.
Nanakusa Nazuna was a half-human, half-vampire child that was born a vampire directly, immediately, and grew to this size and never changed in any way whatsoever.
Or started at this size.
That's what I just said. Is that she was born and grew to this size.
Right.
There's no way she was born this size out of someone's.
Yeah, I was gonna say, god damn.
Yeah, I know.
Vampire regeneration, you know.
That was like a horrific thing there.
Yeah.
Yeah. But then has this just crazy gap in memory that's just accounted for as you don't remember what it was like to be 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't even remember what it was like to be 5, really. Like,
sure.
Yeah. Especially, when you come to be 35 to 40, you're dumping all those toddler memories.
Distant memory. And I love that this is our roundabout way so that it's like, hey, Nazuna's never been in love before.
Yeah.
That's why she's got such virgin energy whenever romance is brought up.
Yeah, she's kind of like a dorky, pervy teenager who's
right.
like, sex. Yeah.
Yep.
You know.
That is the funniest thing ever, objectively.
Right. And yet she does have this wisdom of experience and time because she has lived for quite a few years.
Right.
Which is a fun mix, but then it being revealed that effectively Kabura got saddled with the task of actually raising Nazuna.
Yeah.
Because Haru, the mom, basically left. Just abandoned her daughter. Wow. So not only does the nurse that saved you, basically, that you fall in love with, then end up basically kind of reciprocating your feelings a little bit.
Right.
By like going out and having these like really intimate, sweet times. Going and dumping all that for a guy, a human guy, and
she's pregnant,
and saying like, "Oh yeah, and I need you to take care of my daughter for me."
Right.
Now, she didn't say you have to do that, but it's manipulative as fuck that she's like, "Oh yeah, go and check in on her every once in a while."
And she does that with a letter after she's already gone. So it's like, if you don't want the kid to just grow up entirely without a parent,
or just randomly die because they make a mistake, because they don't realize what it means to be a vampire, and they just go hungry randomly and just. Wow.
I have so many questions. One, this is a very fun development, both as like an understanding Nazuna better and Kabura, and having a fun like changing of the dynamic, but then also just things for the future. Where's Haru now? Where'd the husband go? Like the fact that she was pregnant and had a kid, is that something where the two of them are off together now and they're both vampires, or he's still a human, or he ended up needing to die or be killed or something? Who knows?
No idea. All that's real at the very least is that she's probably not dead.
Probably not.
Most likely. But then also it completely recontextualizes her character's decisions.
Oh yeah.
Before this.
Yep.
Because this is like, there's neglectful, right? I understand that maybe vampires aren't taught much about being parents or being even like somewhat decent parents.
Sure.
For sure.
But goddamn.
But like. I struggle to put Haru in a remotely good light after this. Like,
that's real bad.
This is real bad. Like Nazuna was effectively just dropped into this world with the worst set of circumstances and told good luck.
It wasn't even baby on a doorstep.
No.
Right? Like
that has intent at the very least.
Yeah.
This is just lazy. This is indifferent. This is ambivalent.
This feels like the kind of thing where either, most likely Haru is still just a horrible person, but this almost feels like the kind of thing where in order for the two to be like compatible of the version of Haru that we saw through Kabura's memories, which to be fair doesn't have to be, because it's a vampire who's charming you and all of that stuff, and they end up turning you, right? So
she got what she wanted.
Right. And so given that she's remembering that stuff from her own blood, right? That's going to have the same biases and perspectives and stuff that she had back then, right?
Yep.
So maybe it doesn't have to be reconciled, the two different kinds of actions or whatever. But if not something like that, then it's like, what was the world-threatening emergency or whatever, where it's like, oh shit, right?
Maybe having a vampire child was its own kind of crazy issue. Where this is what I could think of. This is a classic tale.
Okay.
I had the illegal child, the child that I wasn't supposed to have for vampire society.
Sure.
Now the vampires are after me.
Yeah, and I don't want them to
she's-
find the child.
And
So,
she's
you know.
putting the child somewhere that nobody will think to look, because if she ran off, well, she must have ran off with her child, right? No mother would abandon her child, in the place where she
Right.
had it. But that's, of course, all kinds of convenient because,
Yeah.
it's-
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm glad it wasn't the other theory I had, which would have been crazy. But this is more of the realistic thing of why does Nazuna look a lot like Haru? Is it because of a memory gap thing? No. No, it's not that at all.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
It's just literally
spitting
vampire.
image.
Yeah, spitting image. Yeah.
Which actually, in a really terrifying way,
Mm-hmm.
kind of makes sense, because then it's kind of like cloning, in
Sure.
that the vampire genes, cells, and all that stuff just overrode the human
Oh yeah,
part
fully cannibalized it. or
and just cannibalized it basically,
yep.
and created through like some regenerative stuff or what have you,
Yep.
the same
just an
thing.
identical twin that's 500 years down the line or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Which also I feel like answers a question that had been in the back of my mind. Like Kabura, when we see her, she feels fairly established as a vampire. But
Okay.
Nazuna talks about the whole situation of, well, I'm pretty sure I'm like 35 or 40, somewhere around there. And so either her memories could be faulty, which was what we were initially led to believe, right?
At least that's what I thought. Yeah.
Right. But given the whole idea of, wait, did, Nazuna sire Kabura as a vampire, but she's only 35 or 40, so Kabura is like a very recent vampire then, relatively? Because that was, Haru already having been established as a vampire, right?
Yep.
So, that's...
Yeah. No, it all makes so much more sense now.
And also the whole idea of like, okay, a vampire having a kid with a human, right? Now, love does not have to predate sex, right? Vampires predate on people oftentimes from a romantic perspective and stuff. And so the idea that vampires probably have sex with humans fairly regularly before they end up actually being able to turn them, unless maybe because of the vampire charm and stuff, they're able to make them fall in love with them very quickly. And so then that's not an issue. But I feel like
There would be more vampire kids.
there'd be more vampire kids.
Yeah, that's where you just have the situation of you have a vampire human kid that ends up being more human.
Sure. Or maybe it's something where it's just like, oh, as a general policy, don't do that. Why?
That's my thought of how I came up with this idea of don't do that.
Right. But what if one of the reasons why is that it's not the, oh, we're not supposed to, do this or something like that, but it could just be the, no. You can't exist in this world with your child because your child will suddenly just be like a clone copy of you or whatever.
No.
Right. And then
I don't like that. I think it's something where if you have a child, and we're going on the theory that you're not allowed to have children with humans as a vampire in that regard, you're breaking down the flow of we procreate by
turning humans.
It's almost probably assumed that you cannot procreate. So it's either an impossibility because of XYZ, or it's no, we like to tell people it's impossible, but don't do it because we could end up in a situation where we outbreed the humans.
And then we starve or whatever.
And then we all starve. And
well, on top of the whole idea that like, okay, vampires being someone that is dead, right? And so you have things like vampires don't have heartbeats. And of course, this is a fantastical thing. So if you were to go really in depth into the mechanics of how it would work, at some point, there's got to be some fog wall or whatever where it's magic. It happens. Vampires need to exist in this universe, right?
Yeah, this is not the kind of show to go that intense into the biology of vampires here.
But
they did just have a.
But if I think about it, the
child,
idea of a vampire actually being able to bear a child seems fundamentally kind of impossible, right? Because that involves life. That involves like the duplication of cells and things like that, right?
It involves a whole lot of
It involves a whole lot of things. So,
So that's not the case here because this did happen. And we're also hand waving away all the weirdness of Nazuna is somehow the size of where she was the same time.
what kind of
Elastigirl
Elastigirl nonsense would need to happen in order for,
Oh, a whole lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, a whole lot.
Yep.
my guess is basically is that we're just not meant to question or think about that, because this is already getting into like weird territory in general. But having the story be one where Nazuna has not fallen in love before, I think is just really fun. And even in a way of poking at it, Nazuna's like, oh, are you excited because I'm some like
pure virgin or whatever?
That's so gross. And like, he doesn't deny it. He doesn't deny it at all. It's really wild how much culture basically informs the way that men like Ko are basically like thought, oh, if I like encounter someone that's loved before, then like that somehow lessens the love they'll have for just keep talking about that out loud. Like, keep saying it out loud slower. Eventually you'll get it, you know?
Yeah,
like,
right.
That's
because
stupid.
Well, the vulnerability that comes with love, understandable that might be something that can be a little uncomfortable, but that's also, you know, the point of, you know, love is that you get to the point where you can be honest and confident enough to actually accept that, right?
Yeah.
So, you know, in my mind, it's a coping mechanism because people realize deep down that they don't actually want to be vulnerable or something.
Yeah. Oh, I think it's a whole mess of stuff like that. Yeah.
Also, I love that while they did the whole thing of Nazuna's never been in love before, they didn't, you know, do anything about saying that like, she's never had sex before or whatever, right? Because obviously, as a vampire and with how she's acted and everything, we know Ko's the virgin here, not her.
Ko is probably not put those two things together yet.
But
that's because he's literally like 14 or something. Yeah.
But also because sex isn't sex for vampires. The blood sucking is the sex.
Exactly.
She can still have the funny, like, whoa, hang on, put that neck away. You know, just flashing that to a girl, you know, like in public. Goddamn.
You're wild.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, this is fun. And then having Ko question then, well, wait a minute, Anko, what's then her deal? Why does she hate vampires so much? Is this something, you know, that was formative from her younger years? Well, the OP would make it seem so, probably. But I can't take any of that literally now because we just had everything with Nazuna just kind of reverted here because
it wasn't
Nazuna has never been smaller or younger ever before either.
So then I guess it's a metaphoric parallel, which now that I think about it makes way more sense because
So what if Anko is a vampire's child?
So that's what I was actually thinking at the beginning before we got to the.
Well, I thought it was going to be that she was the child.
I thought that Anko was going to be the child, and so then it's the ultimate beef because it's like I was abandoned. I was, you know, all this stuff, right? Like even
you look like the mother that abandoned me.
Yeah, even the vampires that should have cared about
she
me.
was the mother, but instead
right, exactly.
Nope,
But instead it's just all right. Spitting image, copy, you know, clone, duplicate, shadow clone, jutsu, whatever. But then Anko does. Like, there was that little bit where Kabura was like, that's the name, huh? Okay. And it's like, does she know this person already? And then Anko raids the room, and it's empty. Cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
But she's got another name.
Well, I mean, that's
she's got a list.
Isn't that Ko on the name on the list?
Oh, shit.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was Yama something, like... No, Kohakabe.
Yeah.
Kohakabe. I don't think we have anybody that I can think of.
I don't believe so. Yeah.
Sure. Yeah. Or no, wait, hold on. These are... No, I think these are our 5 vampire girls.
Oh.
So it's just one of the other vampire girls then.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Because there's Suzuriha. Or Suzushira.
Yeah.
Actually, I don't remember if any of them were Suzushira.
Oh, Kohakabe. Yeah, that's okay.
Is that Midori?
That's the maid one. No, yeah, Midori. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Fun.
It's gonna be her maid outfit. No.
Huh?
To the maid cafe.
I mean, yeah. I mean, if it's just a thing of where these are the vampires of the region and thus she's targeting them.
Yeah, it's like all the other vampires are in a.
She's just going down the list, you know.
Yeah.
It's pretty straightforward then. But her investigations led her here.
Right.
And it was not fast enough to actually be a threat.
And yet, even so, she moves real fast.
I mean, she's got nothing else to do.
Right.
Like, this is the part.
This is her obsession.
This is her life. And this is why I think it's got to be something pretty intense in her past. But, yeah, I love the perspective, though, of the tortured mother who, because there's two angles with Kabura that I feel like makes her obviously just a goated character here. And I still feel so vindicated. I just got the vibe off of Kabura. I'm like, nah, she's best girl in this list of best girls getting, basically like lined up in front of us.
Oh, yeah.
And it's so she's not just the mother that feels the early years of trauma with regards to having gone through the intense feelings of childbirth and all that, and thus hates to look at their child in those early periods of their life, but then also feels shame regarding those feelings.
Yep.
That's a whole thing that her character kind of touches upon thematically without actually being that in the plot.
Right, being something completely different.
Right,
yeah.
because the actual thing that is in the plot is the way in which it's kind of expected, basically, of the dear friend that you will take care of someone else's child.
Right.
Well, because you're the closest woman in my life here, so you're going to, do what you can here.
Right.
And that is compounded with the actual desire of love that Kabura had for Haru. And that was never fully, accepted. It was, if anything, taken advantage of.
Yes.
And Kabura can't know whether she was really taken advantage of for sure. So she has to live in the uncertainty and then also try and showcase her care for this little one, but then also shoulder her feelings of resentment
and she can't move on because she's constantly seeing her and that is actual torture.
It's actual torture, and it's something where, if anything, I'm just bummed the anime didn't go even more into it, but I do love that, if anything, it's that Ko didn't get it at all. Not much. He needed Nazuna's help, and then Nazuna goes, bruh, read between the lines, and then spells it all out for him. I really, really love that dichotomy, because the first part that I mentioned is not really her feelings necessarily. That's just an experience of the circumstances and stuff. Yeah, that you could feel. But what we end up getting after all this is still the maternal feelings of, but I did raise that girl. Like, I did end up actually becoming her mother.
Yep.
And oh my God, the painful mess of emotions to then have all that, while also, because of the cloned appearance and all that, you have this also warped, twisted feeling of attraction that's like, oh God, that's not.
Oh yeah, they full on went for like,
and they went for the memey, silly side of it,
trashy,
because
memey, horny.
Because it's like, well, what? How else are we supposed to handle this? Like, this is painful.
Because Kabura wasn't even really a mom to Nazuna anyways, just in the barest of sense, so, it's... Yeah. This was a fantastic episode.
You ran out of things to say there? Like, you want
just the spectrum from, like, deep pain and feeling to triple spit take of beer with the guy being like, oh, it's totally fine. And then, yes, Nazuna, come sit on my lap, and Ko, can you leave us alone, please?
The comedy in the beginning really kind of broke my barriers a little bit, even though I was like, oh, we're doing part 2 of the backstory.
Right.
Like, all right.
Oh, shit.
Fantastic. I'm here for it.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. I really love, though, that they honed in on Kabura going back to the roof to read the letter. Not just because the roof is where she was turned, and where also just this moment of being saved by Haru started.
Sure.
But also because she's contemplating again, wait, I'm a vampire. Do I have any choice but to live?
Right.
Like, here's another.
You could jump off that building and it wouldn't do anything.
Well, here's a kind of fucked up thing that just is there to think about. Is that this girl, Nazuna, is going to live regardless of whether or not you take care of her.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So what's extra seasoned layers of just twisted is that it's so if you don't do anything,
She'll
this
eventually get
girl will
hungry.
suffer just slowly and over a long period of time while being forced to live because vampire and all that.
Yeah, yeah.
And then eventually,
Yeah.
maybe she'll go crazy for bloodthirst.
Yeah,
and
she'll get hungry enough and be able to smell someone next door, not knowing what any of it means, and go on a killing spree, right? Like that's the Giga villain origin story set up right there. Fantastic, you averted it, but also, goddamn, you were made to avert it. Right? Like,
yeah. Given how tied this was, though, to Nazuna's backstory, I think my theory about Anko being much more tied to Nazuna's backstory is completely false.
yes, oh yeah,
Because I think that was...
it was entirely the OP that
It was entirely open.
things that, and instead they're going for the different angle in that it's the same.
A vampire made a really rough decision during what's most likely both of their lives as children or young when they were vulnerable and powerless.
Right. And so it's probably
one of them was their own mother, and Anko's is who knows who.
Yeah, exactly.
We have no idea.
Yep.
But what is just so fun is that these ladies all gather together, and in order to maybe cope, they drink and talk about love stories so that they can be like, but you know what? Next year could be better.
At least we got the maid cafe.
We could solve these feeling things. We could,
All right, I'm gonna make a very
this is them commiserating
shot
together.
in the dark prediction for Anko.
Cool.
She had a parent who was turned when they already had an established family, and so her parent was a vampire, but not when she was born. Her parent became a vampire. And then,
And
did
then
something
just
horrible,
abandoned the
killed the
family.
parent, abandoned them, whatever. Something like that happened.
And then she became an investigator to find out
find them.
why. Why?
Yeah.
And then she found out, it's because they're a vampire.
Uh-huh.
And then she probably killed them.
Killed them or almost got killed by a different vampire
Sure,
or something, right? Like
Either or.
the whole
Just
reason,
finding out would be enough, honestly.
Exactly. The whole reason that Haru ran could have been because there's a bunch of other vampires at this hospital, and
well, there's one more.
yeah, there's at least one.
That's
more,
a mystery that's been introduced that now we have to just wait and learn about later. The director of the hospital was a vampire. And probably should still be
unless it's like Nico or something. Then I think we have a new character that we might need to be worried about.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
Although, man, you couldn't work at some of these places for that long without being in the night shift and stuff. Because people are just going to be like, dang, your skin is just really good.
No, good point. Because that would have been 35, 40 years ago. So yeah, they've probably left.
They probably left for sure.
And maybe they left to chase down Haru.
God, you know what this is actually making me think of?
What?
Is that this is what vampires have to do. They can't stay in one place for more than a decade or two because then people just catch on.
Yep.
And they have to keep swapping locations, and it's like, I guess I'm not swapping with my kid.
No, the best time to be turned into a vampire would either be when you've got full shock white hair, but still don't look that old.
Sure. Like 60 to 50 or something.
Or when you're young 20s. That way you can get maybe 20 years if you're do some stuff with makeup or whatever, right? Like various things. But yeah,
maybe
any of those other times of your life, and it's like you're going to be very limited.
Yeah, and maybe also just finding a career that is
that works well for a vampire, where you can
vampires
just be out at night.
YouTubers. Because everyone will be like,
no, they don't show up on the camera, Caleb.
Oh, you don't know that. They could use, what? Wait. Hold on. If a vampire is wearing a wig.
Actually, no.
If a vampire is wearing clothes.
Nope, scratch that. It's just mirrors, which is interesting then. Maybe it's because of the difference in...
Because our eyeballs are mirrors, Jacob.
Well, right.
They're lenses.
Okay,
Sorry.
Yeah.
I'm an idiot. They're lenses.
Because photography nowadays is digital, vampires can show up in pictures.
Yes.
Whereas before, they probably didn't.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah. But all right, y'all, thank you so much for watching this episode's reaction and discussion. If you want to see the next episode's reaction and discussion right now, though, go check out the link in the description below for our Patreon. You get on early access there. You can watch full-length timer reactions there, and all this comes with Discord access, so you can chat with us in the community there about this show, about anime in general. Also, be sure to check out our Twitch channel, see if any of that interests you. We'll see you there. But until then, we're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we'll see you all next time.